There are times when your hot tub curmudgeon tells a joke. I hope those are appreciated. And there are times when the hot tub curmudgeon is reminiscing about usually legal matters. And then there's times when the hot tub curmudgeon sees something out there in the fog of life. There I am, stumbling along, and I see a shape and I identify it and I share with you what it is I see out there in the fog. Now, you can see the other side of the lake out there. Well, there are times when, especially in the summer, when this lake is so fogged you can't see anything on the other side of it, and it's not a big lake. And one summer when I was younger and sturdier, I swam out into the center of the lake, well, my part of the lake, and I couldn't see the shore from any direction. It was so cool to be out there floating in the water, unable to see the shore in any direction. And today I want to share with you something that a shape I see in the fog, and here it is. Here's an incompatibility or difference in marital styles. When Donna and I talk about us, she uses words that leave me unsettled. I don't like those words. And when I use words to talk about us, she doesn't like the words I use. Now, the words she uses are like, well, I gave my word. I said I would. So, see, I've got some serious medical problems coming up. You see that right there? That's 3 open heart surgeries, and a 4th is coming up in a few weeks. And she's going to take care of me. And every once in a while, the stress of life just overwhelms her, and I decide, well, screw it. I don't want you to take care of me. I'm going to go to a skilled nursing facility. Incidentally, they call it a SNF, but if it's a skilled nursing facility, isn't it a snuff? Anyway, so she said, no, you can't go to the skilled nursing facility. I gave my word. I said I would be yours in tough times and good. So, see, that unsettled me. Now, when I talk about us, I use words like, from the time I saw you in the 8th grade, you were a goddess. And I have just adored you ever since. And I have a sense that we're going to be together after we die. I have a sense that we have an eternal connection, or at least a connection that will outlast this life. I have a sense that in a prior life, I was her war horse, or I was her dog. That I just have a sense that we've been connected and we're going to stay connected. And it's a feeling. So now, if you don't know what an INTJ is, and you don't know what an ENFP is, you need to go look those things up, because that's what we got rubbing up against each other here in this marriage, is an INTJ and an ENFP. So I'm an F and she's a T, and I talk about my feeling that we are a solid item, and she talks about that she gave her word and she's rock solid in her word. Now, I got a prejudice against merely giving my word. I don't feel like my word is that strong. In the 9th grade, they said, what do you want to take when you're in high school? And I'm looking, there's calculus. What the hell is calculus? I had no idea. So I didn't sign up for calculus in the 9th grade. But by the 12th grade, not only was I taking calculus, but I was taking a physics course that in order to solve the problems, you had to be taking calculus at the same time. So what good would it have been to have given my word in the 9th grade? That's stupid. Werner Erhard, a man that I really admire, and I've gotten tremendous benefit out of all of his courses. He all the time was talking about, you speak word, you say chair, and chair falls out of your mouth. That's how powerful he wanted his word to be. Well, I think it was probably in the very first forum that I took from his company. I was listening to the guy talk about giving your word, and finally I raised my hand. I said, listen, you and I are standing in front of a jungle. It's time for breakfast, and you are a commitment to pancakes. You've given your word that you're going to have pancakes for breakfast. Now, there are people who have such a strong will, and their word is so powerful. Who knows? Maybe they could get pancakes by running out into the jungle. But I said, for me, I'm going to walk in the jungle and see what there is to eat. Might be bugs, larvae, mangoes, bananas. Sure as hell ain't going to find pancakes in the jungle. Why would you give your word on that? That's stupid. So I just haven't seen a lot of value in giving your word when you probably are not aware enough, intelligent enough, educated enough, conscious enough of everything going on to give your word about something. All right. Now, on the other hand, I'm totally with Donna that these people who live their lives governed by their feelings they're fuzzy-headed ninny-muggins. And so one of the things that's going on right now around college campuses is that there's just certain topics that shouldn't be discussed because it would upset people. It would hurt their feelings. It would distress them. Well, now, I'm a feeling person, and that is horseshit. So anyway, this is an example of a shape that I saw out there in the fog of our lives, is that for some of us, we see our commitment as we gave our word. And then for some of us, there's just a feeling that other person is extraordinarily special. So, an example with which to examine all this. I have a friend who had not been married very long when a drunk driver hit her and just really buggered her up and broke a bunch of her leg bones and everything. She's in the hospital for a while, and her new husband says, I didn't sign up for this, and away he goes. And I look around at different young people that I feel like, man, they've got it going. They're going to last forever. But I think, if that were to happen to one of them at the stage of the relationship that they're in, I can see the healthier one saying, I am sorry, I didn't sign up for this. I don't feel like it. I don't care that I gave my word. I don't feel like it. But, here we are now, 25 years into this, and she, at 25 years, and I got this going on, I can see her saying, well, I gave my word, and I'm going to stay with it. Now, on the feeling side of it, maybe feeling is that there is nobody in the world who can listen to her like I do. She'll say something, I'll say something that will deepen the inquiry of what it is she's talking about, thinking about. So I help her think. I push her thinking. So there's a lot of value in keeping me alive. And same with me, sometimes I get really upset with her and feel like, anyway, my feelings are hurt. And I remember, well, you know what? This is really a great place to live, and I really do admire her. I think this is where I should stay. So I would love to hear from you about where are you on the thinking and feeling scale, and how does it shape how you think about your relationship.